In the fall of 1989, Araminta Ross, also known as Minty, was faced with being sold down the river to pay off the debts of her masters, so she made the courageous decision to escape slavery. In doing so, she left behind all of her family and friends. This journey was dangerous already, but going alone, as Minty was, made it nearly impossible. But despite being hotly pursued by her masters as well as local slave catchers looking to collect their bounty, she showed an unconquerable determination to escape and gain her freedom.
I'm gonna be free or die.
Minty continued on the 100-mile journey to freedom, arriving in Philadelphia where she chose to take the name upon herself of Harriet Tubman. Harriet was rightfully celebrated for this amazing feat, but everyone who she shared her story with saw this as lucky, or even a miracle, something that could not be repeated due to her lack of skills and experience. Harriet did not see it this way at all.
You got lucky, Harriet. And there's nothing more you can do.
Don't you tell me what I can't do. I made it this far on my own. God was watching, but my feet was my own. Running, bleeding, climbing, nearly drowned, nothing to eat for days and days, man. I made it. So don't you tell me what I can't do.
To be a leader who takes risks, you first have to understand that your success is not a mistake. Any success you have may include some external factors, but it is also dependent on your skill as a leader. Whether it is an innovative vision, a revolutionary leadership model, or simply keen intuition, you need to identify what your strengths as a leader are before you take risks. Harriet relied on her faith in God to guide her as she continued to take the dangerous trip back and forth as a lone emissary into enemy territory. This was her role as a conductor in the Underground Railroad to guide slaves to freedom. The Underground Railroad was a network of abolitionists strategically placed as safe havens to help slaves travel north and gain their freedom. Part of Harriet's success was due to her aptitude for cunning deceptions. She would use a combination of disguises, tricks, and ploys to evade detection. For example, she would carry a book on her and pull it out to read when going through southern cities, since her wanted poster said that she was illiterate. Her methods of evading capture were so effective that Harriet became a folklore story among the locals, known as Moses, and had a $40,000 bounty for her capture or death. This is valued as $1.5 million in today's currency. Over her 10 years as a conductor on the Underground Railroad, she led over 300 slaves to freedom. Harriet Tubman's course of action may seem to be genius to us now with the advantage of hindsight, but at the time, it needed a leader with courage to take those risks. I am not suggesting that leaders take reckless chances. The difference is that a risk is an informed decision where you understand the inputs and the desired result, but the chances of success are not absolute. Leaders who trust their capabilities and take risks will create new paths for others to follow them. Harriet Tubman became such an important leader within the civil rights movement that during the Civil War, despite her signing up to serve as a nurse, she was asked by military leaders to serve in important operational positions where she could gather valuable intelligence for the Union. In 1863, she became the first woman in American history to lead a military operation when she commanded 150 men in the Combahee Ferry Raid, freeing over 700 slaves. Frederick Douglass put it best when he said, "I know of no one who has willingly encountered more perils and hardships to serve our enslaved people than Harriet Tubman." Change does not occur organically. Organizations do not progress naturally. It takes a leader who is willing to take risks to move their people and their organizations forward. Taking these risks will absolutely push you and your people outside of your comfort zones. But if you are willing to tolerate temporary discomfort, you may just achieve something great. All right, till next time, keep on learning. Thank you for watching. Much of what I go over in my lessons can be found in my book, Mission First, People Always, which is available for purchase through the link in the description of the video. If you enjoyed today's video and want to watch more leadership lessons, then be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.